was report. Hopefully, we won't get dropped today like
What happened
yesterday.
yesterday? It just dropped, and that was what
And I didn't even
Facebook.
feel like
No, that
coming
was
back.
YouTube.
That
Right?
was it. Was you? No, it was this, and then YouTube. Your computer was slow, and it wouldn't come back on. So it was said that it was
Wow.
the network.
I was using my hotspot, and it was slowing down.
Yeah. So I didn't even feel like coming back. I was like, we could have came back. Hear you with your eyes. We could have came back, but then I was like, no, I don't even
We
feel
tried
like it.
because I saw 3 tapings of Streamlabs.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Well, Jay-Z.
that's the big story today.
I guess it's the big story. I mean,
That's
it's
one of them, right? Yeah, 'cause
yeah,
you catch what they all been talking about on social media.
yeah, and Jay-Z, Hove, and
Or any artist, any athlete that I may not be aware of because that's not my world. HOV. I'm gonna ask what is Hove?
why they call him Hove,
And I'm glad she read the definition of where the Hove came from. because
Jehovah.
It's short.
He's like the god of rap.
God of rap, little G God.
Yeah. Oh, he's
of
not the
rap.
big G.
We know that.
He's the little G.
Maybe he feels he is.
No, I don't think he does. He's not that.
No,
dumb.
no.
No.
Well, for him to make the comment about his wife being greater than Michael Jackson,
Right, but he didn't
may
say
be
God.
delusional sometimes.
Oh yeah.
So let's give him that.
Yeah, I will give him
Because
that.
she is not bigger than Michael
I
Jackson.
don't know what he was. Even she said, "Don't say that again. Don't ever say that."
Oh,
What was he
okay.
thinking?
I don't know. He's trying to build his wife up so he can get some brownie points.
I know.
Maybe he messed up and he's trying to.
Oh,
make
he
her-
messed up a long time ago. Well, no, we don't know. But
Oh, okay.
if he's still messing up. Remember she
Allegedly.
did the whole lemon
Oh, yeah,
thing
lemonade.
and the Becky with the good hair and all that other stuff. So, yeah. So they've already had all of that.
So she did another Taylor Swift.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I guess too.
What's up, TikTok?
That's what music's about. It's
Right
about,
now, y'all coming from the side view. Hopefully, we'll get y'all on
music is
Streamlabs.
about your life.
Yeah.
And your
so
experiences.
Hove was one of he named, albums or whatever, but he Jehovah. Jay-Z, Jehovah, whatever.
The play with words.
Yeah, so they call him the Hove. But anyway, you have to be, we got to give him his flowers. Give people their flowers while they're still here. For you to have an exhibition at the Brooklyn Public Library is a big deal. They had a whole exhibition for him. His work, his almost chronologizing his life and what he's done for not only hip hop but for the community and for the world, really, and why he's where he is right now, and showing his beginnings, with his grandmother and all that, and just showing his whole life. And you don't realize how much he's been influential until you see somebody put it all into like one little thing. If you let people from New York, he's the greatest rapper that ever lived.
Telling the story.
Yeah, if people from New York say that Jay-Z is the greatest rapper, that other people, when they name their top 5, he's definitely in the top 5, but some people he's not number 1.
Right.
But in a lot of people's,
Is he in your top 5?
a lot of people, you know what? No one would like my top 5.
Is it people that's like him on
I'm
that level?
I'm not a rap person, so my top 5 is not. It's not
Because
it's not what somebody who's into hip hop would say is their top 5.
Because they've taken hip hop and the whole music industry to another level. Because if you were to just talk about a rapper in itself as a rapper and what they've done, male, female, there are rappers who are like him, Master P,
Right.
P. Diddy, who have built
They're
empires.
beyond hip hop.
Yeah.
You're not hot, are you?
Uh-uh.
Oh, because you had turned the air down. So I don't know if you start
No,
getting hot.
I'm not hot. No.
All right, just making sure. If you get hot, turn the air back
Well,
up.
because she's turning the oven on. Let me turn it on now.
I'm just saying. She always turns the air down, and it's like I be feeling like I'm under TV lights up here.
Okay.
Like we in a professional studio or something. I'm in here dying, and it's like we haven't even started yet, and I'm already hot.
Really?
Yeah. So, but you're not hot though.
It's probably the oven that you feel.
Yeah. But anyway, my top 5 again. I don't want anybody in the comment section saying that why is these my top 5. I'm not into hip hop like that. All right. So everybody relax and calm down. My top
you already
five.
did disclaimer already.
I'm already doing a disclaimer because I don't want to hear people say, "Why is that your top five?
Why you don't have so and so on your?"
Yeah.
Okay.
So my top five is honestly, and I know y'all will hate me. Jay-Z's not in my top five.
That's fine. It's not in mine.
But see,
You
we're
can
not
call- you
hip
can call
hop.
him the
That's
big-
what I'm saying.
The big hole, the little hole. I don't care what he calls
We're
himself.
not hip hop people, so he's not. You know what I'm saying? My top five is Tupac, obviously.
Okay.
Number one, only because he's influenced so many rappers.
Let me do mine first because I don't want to.
They're gonna laugh you off. They're gonna laugh you off
because you know the business.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. I gave a disclaimer for
I'm
mine.
old school.
Wait a minute.
I
Hold
don't
on.
know much.
Hold on. I gave a disclaimer for mine.
Uh-huh.
Yours is worse. I already
Mine
know,
is
and I don't even
worse.
know who they are.
So I want to do.
Don't
mine.
say Will Smith.
I want to do mine first. You know.
Go
I
ahead.
consider him as a rapper.
He is though.
I know, but I'm just saying hippity hippity hoppity.
All right,
hippity,
go
hip.
ahead.
But I'm just saying because I don't know that industry that well.
All right, go ahead. Who's your
I
top?
definitely would be looking at it differently, only for the little bit that I've heard of
Okay.
him
Who
and
is
the
it?
style.
Who is it?
Definitely Tupac.
Okay.
For me, because I know Biggie Smalls to me has a different sound.
Is he really in your top five?
Yes,
All
because
right,
I'm
go
only
ahead.
going by the ones I would
All right,
recognize
that's
their
fine.
sound.
So far, no
If
one.
they were playing their song on, I'm actually like one of my coworkers, she's South Korean, and we would tease. I'm like, what rappers you know, and I would play the song, and she said, "That's Biggie Smalls."
All right,
so I
go
was like,
ahead.
if you can recognize their voice,
All right, Tupac, Biggie.
okay, Tupac and Biggie.
All right, you taking too long.
Wait a minute.
Lenore, who's your
I'm
top
trying
five?
to think. Okay, I'll let you go because I don't have that many.
You got to say Will Smith.
No, I'm not. I never said Will Smith.
All right, my top five is.
It's always been Tupac.
Mine is Tupac.
And Biggie Smalls.
Well, you already know Kendrick Lamar. I love.
I don't know his sound.
All right, so
if I hear him, I gotta go. Is that Kendrick?
Kendrick is in my top five.
Okay,
it's Tupac, it's Kendrick, Lil Wayne, Drake, and I would say either LL Cool J or I got a lot like that are like runner ups, but I gotta put top five.
Yeah,
it's not Biggie, believe it or not.
it's not.
No, it's Tupac.
For me, I like.
Trick Daddy.
You had his CDs. I'm like,
I have all Trick Daddy CDs.
for me,
And he's disgusting. So it's still it's Tupac, it's Kendrick Lamar, it's Lil Wayne, it's Drake and Trick Daddy.
and Drake, I gotta for some reason. When you say rapper, I keep thinking of him as just an artist and not a rapper.
A close up, and I could switch out Trick Daddy. Actually, let me get rid of Trick Daddy. And I'll say it, and y'all will hate me. Kanye.
Okay. I probably would put Kanye too.
And I'm in Chicago. I'm in the suburb of
Is
Chicago.
Common a rapper?
Yeah, but he's not in my top five.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Kim's top five: Tupac, Kendrick, Lil Wayne, Drake, and Kanye.
Okay. I don't really have a top five, but I guess because I like Nelly. I know Nelly.
See, that's why I knew you would say Nelly.
No.
Or somebody
No,
like
you
him.
said Will Smith.
He's in the same category.
Nelly is at least a little bit higher than Will Smith. Mama would say T.I. because she know the one.
Ma, who
song.
would you say your top five? That's just funny because my mother know nothing about rappers. Who's your top five rappers that you know?
She ain't gonna name five, but
Well, just who do you know? She know T.I. Who else, Ma? Snoop Dogg.
I guess so. I like rap.
She don't know rap. She don't know no
Snoop
rap.
probably would be. I think for me, I like a distinct sound when I know.
Everybody I named
That's
has a
Snoop,
distinct
not
sound.
to me. Not
Oh,
to
my
me.
top five?
I don't know Kendrick Lamar's
Oh, okay.
voice.
All right.
I know
But that's
Snoop.
only one. The rest of my four, you
I
saying?
know Snoop.
No. The rest of my four, you don't know.
I already
the
agree
voice?
with you with the only one I agree with you on is Tupac. For me, Tupac, Biggie,
Not Lil
Nelly.
Wayne.
I don't.
All right. Okay.
I don't know them well enough to go. Is that Lil Wayne?
All right.
Okay.
Nobody sounds like Lil Wayne.
I gotta hear him. I'm not used to his sound.
Na 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 na. How do you not know Lil Wayne?
And then Snoop would help me really know Snoop's sound is.
Maverick
can I
says,
get an
what's
amen?
up? What's
Can
up,
I get an
Maverick?
amen?
That's funny.
Go ahead.
All right, but anyway, I guess we was talking about Jay-Z and we went off on top 5.
Yeah,
but
we went
he
off.
has his Book of Hove. It's at the Brooklyn Public Library. It's a temporary exhibition, it said. And again, I said it chronologizes, whatever that word, his life. Okay, it opens today, July 14th. The library has not yet announced when the exhibit will close, but branch director Christian, whatever his name is, anticipated it will be open through the fall. So if you are in Brooklyn or anywhere in Brooklyn, you might want to go see this thing. It opened yesterday, and I went here. A lot of people had YouTube things on it, videos on it. So I just wanted to show this guy, YTV. He had some stuff.
Book of Hope, you know what this is. It's your boy Joe Crack. Major inspiration.
This is the ribbon cutting or something?
Yeah, ribbon cutting.
Awesome projects to being a multiple millionaire. We love you, man. And thank you for all the inspiration you give the community. Peace. What up, man? World famous DJ Cook Storm. Brooklyn Public Library, man. The Book of Hope, you know. I love you. We love you.
DJ Khaled. See how they got all these pictures and stuff? It's nice, isn't it? Look at each floor has pictures, wall-to-wall pictures. Now, my friend, he has him as his top 5. Rakim. This is Rakim, the rapper, yeah. A lot of people have Rakim as their top 5.
Wow.
And which is not, not bad.
It's a style.
Well, they started hip-hop,
He's GOAT.
Lyrically. That's the outside of the building.
Public Library in
Isn't that nice?
It has its own building? Or is this
This is at the
library?
Yeah, they covered it. Look at that.
Isn't
that nice?
2004-44 was released in 2017, and earlier this week,
That guy heard.
So are these pictures that's from the book?
Look at that.
That are blown up?
No, this is pictures from the event.
No.
And in court.
Oh, from
Everything
oh
that's
yeah.
displayed is
These are
probably
his
in this
sayings.
book.
These are his sayings and stuff.
They attend the Book of Hope tribute exhibition.
Where's his wife?
Jay-Z. So
She there.
stay tuned, subscribe right to get the notification bells, and don't forget to visit the website upty.com. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.
They ain't do a picture of her
No.
because it's not about her.
See, some people, you know what? God darn it. DMX.
DMX.
He's definitely in my top
Mom
10.
like DMX. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in
Yeah, she
here.
know him.
Up in here.
DMX is definitely top 10 for me.
My mom knows DMX, so
Yeah.
she gonna pick him.
DMX is top 10 for me. Yeah, definitely.
I think we gotta see their names before it sparks our memory.
Let's see what people say here. I know I'm gonna end up changing stuff when I see what people wrote on
DMX
here.
for sure for me.
J Boogie. Oh, let me go back up. Y'all know y'all gonna name stuff in the comment section that's gonna make me change my mind. Scooby Doo says hello, fam. And Emerald says hey, ladies. Wendy says hey, siblings. And everybody's saying hi to each other. Emerald says Jay-Z isn't in my top 5 either. J Boogie says he's not in my top 5 either. So I'm not the only person that he's not in their top 5. J Boogie says Buster is in her top 5.
Oh, I forgot Buster.
Buster Rhymes. Emerald says, what about Chubb Rock? Okay. Sharon says, good evening, ladies. I have been missing for a bit. I hope you guys are doing great. Good to be back. Hey, Sharon.
Buster
Yeah, we haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, how you doing?
Everybody saying hi to Sharon.
Hi.
Sharon says Tupac, Missy Elliott, Eminem. I forgot about Missy Elliott
About Eminem.
and Missy Elliott.
Well,
we didn't name any
women.
female rappers.
Women, we would do that with her. With the
No,
women.
but Missy can stand with the men.
I would do category women separately.
So who's your top 5 women?
I don't have top 5
See,
women, but
that's what
Missy
I'm
would
saying.
definitely be one of them.
She definitely up. Missy's number 1 to me. Top 5 women. Missy Elliott is number 1.
I'm trying to think. Do
I
I
would
like
say
Eve?
probably. I would say what's her name? That's out now. I forgot her name. What's her
new?
name? No, little Nicki Minaj.
Oh, Nicki.
Even though she irritates me, she got to be in the top 5. She
okay.
got Lauryn Hill, obviously.
Oh God, yes.
That's obvious.
That's number 1.
Missy
for me.
Elliott, Lauryn Hill, Nicki Minaj, Little Kim,
Queen Latifah.
No.
You don't like her sound?
Queen Latifah, if you look at all around, as far as actor, producer, director,
Not just rap by itself.
if you making her like Jay-Z, like you said, and P. Diddy and them, Queen Latifah to me is
they
that.
have taken it, built it in the empire of everything they do.
She's that. Emerald says MC Light, Nicki Minaj. Sharon
MC
says
Light has a unique voice. That's why they use her voice.
Yeah.
You're right.
Scooby-Doo, Sharon says Minaj. Scooby-Doo says I don't listen to rap. My mother don't either. Don't worry about it. Emerald says...
Mama does. She don't listen to it, but if a rap song comes out, she'll listen.
Emerald says Slick Rick. We forgot about Slick Rick. Sharon says DMX. Yeah. And Wendy says I can't see it. Okay. All right. So that's everybody has their own. We sure forgot about DMX. DMX is definitely up there.
Yes.
Nobody sounds like
unique
DMX.
Sound.
Yeah. Jay Boogie says Little Kim. Yeah, I said that. Okay. Top 5.
Okay.
Who is my 5th one though, y'all? I said Little Kim. I said Missy Elliott. I said Nicki Minaj.
Lauryn Hill.
I said Lauryn Hill. Who's our 5th one? Female.
You said
top
Missy.
5 female.
You said Missy, right?
I already said Missy.
Missy, Nicki, Lauren,
Little Kim. Who's the 5th one? Because I put MC Light and all of them in the same top 10 thing. I wouldn't put her in the top 5. Oh, well, you can't do a group, I guess. Because I would say Salt and Pepper. If you could do a group, but it has to be one.
You can't do Salt and Pepper as one.
Nah. I guess if I'm going to say Trick Daddy, I got to say Trina. But I don't really... Trina's not in my top 5.
Okay.
Emerald says MC Light. She wants to push MC Light in the top 5.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So again, if you have a chance, Google, watch the videos on Hove's... what is it? Book of Hove.
Book of Hove.
Jay-Z's Book of Hove exhibit at the Brooklyn Library.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of celebrities were there. A lot of rappers were there. And so they all came out to kind of show their...
Good for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Beyonce was there. People was like, where's Beyonce? She was there.
Okay.
Now, we got cut off yesterday. I'm not going to go into a whole big old thing about the Amazon strike.
Okay.
And the Amazon strike, we already know. No, this is Amazon.
Okay.
Well, UPS is going to strike too, remember? But the Amazon was striking because they hit the heat in the back of the van. They don't have any air. I mean, they say it felt like a sauna back there. Okay. And the problem that Amazon has with becoming a union is that Amazon uses contractors. Mm-hmm. They put them in Amazon uniforms.
Yeah.
But they're not working for Amazon. They're working for like Manpower and stuff.
Wow.
So it's having a hard time with them coming together to join a union. That was smart of Jeff Bezos.
The only way to do it is if all the contractors strike.
But why would you strike if you work for Manpower? You would just get another gig.
Yeah.
See, that's why they're having a hard time. That was smart of Jeff Bezos.
Where, unlike UPS, that works for UPS directly.
So they said they wanted to strike, and they listed a list of demands about having. It's been over 100-some degrees. They need something in the van, either a new van or air conditioner in the back or something.
These people,
Amazon
are holding their sign up are contractors from a company.
They're from one particular Amazon place.
Wow.
That's the only way you can probably strike. You can't do a whole union across the country because they all come from so many different places.
But they can actually not renew their contract with this group.
But if you hire 200 contractors from Manpower and they walk out, that's a big deal.
Wow.
Manpower can't replace 200 people. So they can do it if they're in one location. Yeah.
Okay.
But they're having a problem with a whole nationwide strike. Because different facilities use different contractors. Mm-hmm. But Amazon heard their cries and they listened to their demands and they came up with the solution. 2 bottles of water.
We said that. Yeah.
2 bottles of water. That was they said,
shut them up.
We heard your cries.
You should be cool with 2 bottles.
And we're going to give, and not just bottles of water, 16 ounces bottles.
But that's
16
not going to
ounces.
correct that sign that says $30 an hour.
Oh, thank you.
That 2 bottles is not going to hit it.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
Maybe that'll shut us up because of the heat.
Yes.
But we still want a higher pay.
So be ready. And I wanted to bring this story because if you're like me, you order Amazon I order Amazon
It's
almost
gonna hit
every
us
day.
hard, is it?
If UPS strikes and these Amazon drivers start
It's gonna be
striking,
a domino effect.
you're not going to get your Amazon.
Yeah.
So be ready for that,
And
y'all.
that's going to hit even other places
Yep.
that it delivers to.
Yep. Now, speaking of strike, we know that the actors are on strike right now.
They started to.
SAG and after
And the writers.
and they joining the writers. The writers have always been on strike. Now the actors. We haven't seen this since 1980 something.
Mm-hmm.
They said Marilyn Monroe was alive at the time. That's how long ago it's been where the writers and the actors both went on strike.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a domino effect. Because for me, I don't watch TV like I used to. I watch YouTube.
Okay.
The downside of it is it affected a lot of businesses because people wasn't filming anymore.
Okay.
So you got all of that type of businesses that's going to be affected. Then you got restaurants and places that people go.
They were looking at, I know when the one radio station I was listening to, they were looking at both sides. They were saying that it trickles down even other than the actors that be on set, the other workers that be on set.
That's
the
what I was getting ready to
person that holds
say.
The microphone, the person
All
that holds
of
the
that.
lighting,
All
all
of
of them won't work.
Right. So you got all of that. Then you got people, like I said, the places they rent from, the studios, people who work at the studios.
But on the other side of that, like you said, will that push people to go reruns, reality TV shows, which is not script?
Yep.
YouTube.
When the actors went on strike,
movies.
when the actors and the writers went on strike in the 80s, it gave rise to reality TV.
Yes.
When they went on strike, people started looking for unscripted television.
Yes.
So the thing that makes the actors kind of nervous now about that is that we are now within the AI world and social media, which is another form of unscripted entertainment.
Yeah.
The internet was not back in the 1980s
Right.
when the actors and the writers went on strike before. Y'all got the internet now. It's not hard for people to turn you off and go right to the internet all day.
I know. That's the
That's
scary
one.
part,
That's
yeah.
the scary. But then I understand their thing because they have to have insurance and all these different things. And when you start having their work reproduced and they don't get paid for it, or you have AI coming in and doing things they don't get paid for it, it affects their wallet, it affects their money, and it affects them being able to have insurance and different things like that.
Well, I know they were talking on the radio too about one of these stations was saying that a lot of them would have to probably go back to hustling.
You got to hustle.
Do driving for your extra money.
You're gonna have to
be
go.
a
You're
waitress
gonna have to
for
be
your
a,
extra money.
You're gonna have to
Remember
Uber
back in
and
the
do
day
everything.
when Sinbad was saying he didn't like any full-time job. He was always like hustling.
Yeah.
He would get fired from one, go to another one. And he didn't like a 9 to 5 and it was in a box.
Yeah.
Because when he had a gig, he would go, But you thought about a good one. Unfortunately, those who are on strike drive. Uber drive, DoorDash.
Here's the thing. No one knows where this is going to go.
I know. It may hurt.
It may hurt y'all.
it
And I
may-
know Wendy, you were part of SAG. Wendy
Yeah.
said, yes, we are on
Yeah.
strike.
Yeah.
We don't know how this is going to end for y'all.
Because you don't watch TV.
I personally wouldn't even notice.
She's
But that's-
YouTube.
But I don't know how many people are like me. We won't know until we see the
And
effect.
here's the thing too that I didn't even realize. I watched little excerpts from the ESPY Awards. They said the guy came out. They said they called me because
Kevin Hart couldn't go there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's striking.
And I listened to the dude that actually took over, and he did good. He said some short guy they were supposed to have come out here.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. And I knew he was talking who he was talking about when he said short.
And then how
I
many?
said you did good yourself.
And then how many of these people are crossing that line? Because the girl, you saw The View today. They're a lot of them they're sagging after. A lot. Why were they on air today?
They could have been. It could have been a tape recording.
Well, Charlamagne.
Sometimes they record their Friday show on a Thursday.
Oh, well, that's true. We won't know until
we'll
Monday.
See Monday.
Charlamagne said he's part of SAG. He was live today.
Really?
He's not striking. And then they said, "Well, what's the?" He was saying like, "Okay, so what's the thing of crossing the line?"
Yeah.
Well, they had Wild 'N Out on there. Two of the people from Wild 'N Out.
What's going on?
And Charlamagne said, "Well, y'all can still film and stuff." He said, "No." He said, "A lot of us we are SAG." So that means
you are a member of SAG.
Yes,
you are. If you're still on air live,
you're not supposed to, according to this strike, what they were saying on Wild 'N Out. You're not supposed to do reality TV either, because there's a lot of SAG actors
in reality
who are on
TV.
reality TV, like Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes is part of SAG.
Okay, so if you
but
are
she's on
she's
on Atlanta Housewives, and she's
no, she's not on.
No, she came back. She signed a thing to come back. She signed a thing to come back, girl. We'll talk about it later.
Oh my goodness!
But is Nene Leakes going to come back and film reality TV? They were saying the reason why a lot of people don't want to cross the line is because when the strike is over and you cross the line, you won't be able to work again. But I don't know. That's a tough, touchy one,
you mentioned The View. The only person on The View is Whoopi. Nobody
Whoopi
else.
can't be there.
She's not there on Fridays anyway.
Is she going to be there Monday?
I don't know, because she talks
can't.
about the strike all the time. So she may not. And then she's also a member of
everything,
the Academy and everything. So it would be bad
Goldberg,
for her.
I would be surprised if I see Whoopi Goldberg Monday morning on The View.
Yeah,
I would be surprised. But what's her name is too? The redhead. What's her name?
Joy. She's a member of
SAG and AFTRA. It's anybody. It's the actors. It's all of them. It's writers and actors. A lot of times you can get SAG credit for appearing on a program or something that will give you the credit to be in it. It's not necessarily mean that you just big giant actress.
The newsman said what would happen is reality show, reality TV, and news. That's all you would hear.
That's all you're gonna say.
Yeah, but Charlamagne should not be working. He shouldn't be doing his show.
Well, he don't care. Charlamagne is SAG by default.
You know what?
He got it because he has a talk show, and he got it because he had his show and he was a member of SAG. But Charlamagne is at a level where he's a producer too. He's on the other side. He's the one that hires actors. So he's going to cross that line.
Okay.
Will people like what's his name? Madea.
Tyler Perry.
Will Tyler Perry cross the line?
No.
He's an actor and he's a studio owner and a producer.
Because they can't continue work because they won't have nobody working.
Will he do a reality show? Will his studio produce a reality show even though he's a member of SAG?
Probably won't.
See, we don't know. So we don't know what this is going to go with, guys.
Yeah, because even if he was to go to stage right now, he's still acting. You can't do stage, right?
And it's a lot of
Tony
shows.
Actors and stuff can't do stage.
No, it's SAG.
So
also, what's her name said theater. That's
theater,
after.
yeah.
Scooby-Doo says, I watch Netflix. That's the other thing. There's a lot
Netflix is already recorded.
There's a lot of shows that were canceled that were already filmed that can get you through at least 2 years.
Yeah, if you do, if you binge watch.
If you bring them back. Shows that were canceled that they already filmed, but they were never shown. People can go another 2 years watching something.
Wow.
So I don't know, y'all. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how this is going to affect you, Wendy. I know you're in SAG. Let's just wait and see. I don't know. I know if it was left up to me, I wouldn't even notice.
We got family in SAG.
Yeah.
So she can't.
I don't know. We got to find out.
Bread and butter.
Yeah. We got people that work. That's what they work at actors in our family. You know what? We got to text her and say, what's going on? How you going to pay your rent?
All your money spent,
little bit to buy some food.
Baby, these pair of shoes.
Then you got a light bill too.
Then you got a gas bill too.
Telephone disconnect.
Waiting for your next paycheck.
Tell you what you ought to do.
Jesus will see you through.
I don't know, but we got to find out what's going to happen, y'all. I don't know. I don't know.
Let's see
Wendy.
this out. Let's see
For
what
me,
happens.
if people are like me, it's
won't
not going to
even
turn out
bother
good for
them.
y'all.
Yeah.
But if most people aren't like me, because you like scripted TV, you would notice.
But what can I do? I'll just go watch reruns.
Yeah, you would notice.
And I watch reruns all the time.
Yeah, you would notice.
I'm getting caught up on new shows that I've never seen before.
But we just got to find out to happen.
Wow.
If people are like me, I feel sorry for y'all.
Okay.
I won't even notice. If young people for sure, they don't even watch TV. None of that. They ain't gonna notice none of that.
Yeah.
But my age that it doesn't watch television and I'm on social media all the time won't even notice.
We'll see how this goes.
All right, let's see what y'all say here. Wendy says Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, Ice Cube, KRS-One, and Public Enemy.
We ain't even name Ice Cube and Ice T.
Ice-T ain't on my top.
No. Okay.
No. Scooby-Doo says Snoop Dogg came to our church celebrity basketball game. He was so down to earth and he drove his own car versus the limousines for the others and was so skinny. He looked like he's skinny. If anybody I advocate smoking weed is Snoop.
You know what?
He probably fade into nothing if he didn't smoke weed all the time. Wendy says SAG after actors are joining the strike. Hate this lag. I know it's a lag. Sharon says, "Oh no, 2 bottles are not even going to be a dent. That's in the Amazon strike." Scooby-Doo says that is a slap in the face. We agree. Wendy says we're on strike. The actors. We want to get paid for streaming. See, they don't get paid for streaming. So all those shows you watch, Law and Order, they don't get paid for that.
That's streaming?
That's streaming.
How is that called streaming?
It's on the internet. That's on your DirecTV and stuff. It's not on Channel 7 or nothing like that.
Oh, okay. Well, it is a network.
What network is it?
The sides
okay. All right.
shows a network.
Well, they don't get paid for streaming then.
Okay.
Maybe like Netflix and Hulu and stuff like that. Wendy says we want to get paid for streaming. Scooby-Doo says I watch Netflix. Sharon says I would be surprised if Tyler and Whoopi crosses. So we got to see. Because Tyler Perry is a studio owner as well as an actor. So I don't know. Wendy says theater union is equity. Sharon is laugh out loud or something. Yes, he will. If they do that, okay. Wendy says the theater union is called equity. Okay. It's a different theater, a union. Scooby-Doo says my cousin is SAG. Sharon says
so the theater one being different, they're not on strike?
Must be a different one.
Oh.
Sharon says this summer is all reruns. If it goes beyond September, we will notice. I agree. Yeah. Why would they do it now though? Because we watch reruns in the summer
is
anyway.
All reruns. Most shows don't come back until
September. Yeah. So why would they strike now?
I don't know.
I would wait
strike when it's going to be put a dent in.
They don't want them to film now and then show it all in September. That's probably why.
Oh, okay.
Wendy says the app, Hulu, Netflix, HBO Plus, etc. Yeah, it's the apps they don't get paid for. So there you go, guys. Let's just keep following this. I'm sure Wendy will keep us all up to date. Let us know information on the inside, Wendy, that you can share. Obviously, stuff you can't share, we won't expect you to. All right, you said CNN. What was this one? You said investigating the
cocaine in the house.
Mm-hmm. In the White House.
In the White House.
Mm-hmm.
The
Secret Service.
Okay, where's
the Secret Service says that they couldn't find anybody.
No, but the reporters were. This was when the reporters was asking the what you call it, lady?
Press secretary.
So you want to show a video because we already kind of know where it was,
and y'all already know what I'm gonna answer for that. Go ahead.
Investigating since the drug cocaine was found in the White House on July 2nd, but there was no surveillance video footage, so nobody knows who did it. You know they're going to blame her.
Hold on. Joy is SAG. That's what I was going to say. Joy's been in a couple of TV shows and stuff.
Oh.
She's SAG.
Okay.
That
means Sunny is too, because she's been in a movie. Or was she just an extra?
She may not have been SAG. She might have just been in like one movie or something. You could get your SAG card if you get a certain amount of hours or something.
Oh, okay.
So she might be. I don't know. She lost weight.
She has.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Oh, Corinne Jean-Pierre addressed this. Let's watch that.
Can you give any more details on where the Secret Service found cocaine in the West Wing and how it got there?
So, as you know, this is under the purview of the Secret Service. They are currently investigating what happened over the weekend, so I would have to refer you to the Secret Service on all of this.
Can you just say once and for all whether or not the cocaine belonged to the Biden family?
The Biden family was not here. They were not here. So to ask that question is actually incredibly irresponsible. I don't have any updates, as you know. As you just mentioned, Secret Service is under their purview. They are certainly investigating the situation. I just don't have anything updated. I would refer you to the Secret Service on that particular question.
You know, it's interesting that she said to the reporter that it was irresponsible to ask the question because the Bidens were not there.
Yeah.
First of all, the reporter didn't know that until she asked the question. So why turn...
No,
Okay.
that's not true.
What? That the Bidens were there?
The ladies corrected her.
Oh, okay.
Everybody knew the Bidens were gone.
Okay, but here's the
And
thing.
every reporter even knows that because
Right.
they're always prepared.
But here's the
so
thing.
why would she say, did the Bidens leave?
Right. But here's the thing.
Was it Hunter?
What does it matter if they wasn't there? It could still be theirs.
But
Just because you gonna take it with you because you ain't there?
But Alyssa was explaining.
I don't think it's theirs, but I'm just saying.
Alyssa was explaining where it was found, where it was located.
What did she say? Because they lied about that. Go ahead. What did they say?
She said as far as who would have been able to, because you can't go into that area unless you had somebody that worked in the house.
Thank you.
But Sarah said, why you don't have cameras.
Thank you.
She said, that's two things. People take files home all willy-nilly. People come on in with their friend with cocaine in their pocket.
What is going on? They got one or two things. See, this is one where you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, right? The White House is damned if they do and damned if they don't. There's no correct way to answer this question because you got one like you said. One is you're lying. You see who veered off and went over and to. You can see with cameras people going down the hallway. All you got to do is go back and look and say, "Oh, he veered off to offices or whatever. He's not supposed to go over there."
She said it
or
was
3
found
or 4 people went over there.
She said it was found in a certain area. She said a camera
would have seen it.
Slot number 10.
Right.
Slot number 9.
So a camera would have seen it. So we got to believe, let's not say you damned if you do it, you damned if you don't.
Okay.
So you saw it with a camera and you're lying, which means it's probably somebody higher up and you don't want to expose
One of the
them.
workers.
Or it could be somebody, Hunter.
You know what? Alyssa said it would be really sad if it was a worker because she said that they had strict rules about working in the White House and bringing that in. She's thinking
What if
it's
it
probably
was-
somebody, a neighbor,
What
a
if it was,
friend, a relative you brought in
What
with
if
you.
it was hers, Jean, the girl, the press secretary?
You know what? They'll chew her up.
We don't
Chew her
look
out.
for the 50th time. It doesn't belong to the Bidens. You know why?
Because it's mine. Mine. I need it to get me through this job.
Or my,
Tired of y'all.
or my cousin that I brought that no good, dirty.
Told him not to bring anything.
And the Secret Service is doing me a favor
Yes.
by not saying it because
they're
leave it
asking
alone.
about it. It's
Quit
not
asking about
it's not
it.
hunters.
Nobody knows. It's nobody. There's no cameras. We didn't see anything.
Hunters say, that's not the drug I do.
So that's
I do
number
another
one.
drug.
He does crack. Remember Whitney used to say, I'm not a crackhead. I don't do crack.
They
That's
got an
that-
attitude about
I
it.
do coke, not crack. Okay. That's Hunter. I don't do that. I don't do cocaine. All right.
Okay, sorry,
All right.
sir. We got a mistake. We were
All right.
mistaken.
So that's one. Damned because you saw it. You're lying. You're covering up. Or the other damned if you do, damned if you don't. Why don't you have cameras? Why are people taking
That's what
files
Sarah
out
said.
all willy-nilly in the White
Said
House?
This is a White House area, government, everything. You would think they got cameras on the floor.
They don't even pat you down when you come in.
I don't even know. She said, you got to take your shoes off at the airport.
Don't they have a dog?
I don't know.
The Obamas had a dog.
There's no
The
excuse.
dog will be like, What's going on here?
With his paw.
It's horrible. So they're damned if they do, damned if they don't.
They need to figure this one out.
No, they just dropped it. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know anything. Well, and she's going to keep saying, ask them. And then when you go to them, they're going, this is what the Department of Justice is saying. Look, we got 100 cases on Trump. You really want us to stop and look to see whose cocaine it belongs to?
Because everybody else thinking, if I could just bring that in all willy-nilly.
Just leave it alone. We installed some more cameras. We've added some of those door ring cameras. Okay. This is the White House.
Let us
The door ring cameras are now installed. It won't happen again. Well, it won't happen again. Okay? You need to make sure you up. Make sure your thing is still going on. You talking about for me. She talking about for me.
Okay.
Yours is still on? Okay, let me turn mine back on. We cannot drop again.
You want to do the hotspot? You want to do the hotspot?
No. Yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it? Hold on, y'all. We don't want to go out like we did yesterday. This is ridiculous. No, I have to do yours. No, hold on.
If I open it up, you can sign in on it.
Hold on. Turn it around so I can see. No, I'll just do mine.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll do mine. But anyway, so that's the latest thing with them.
Okay.
Nobody knows. They got 100 cases with Trump. They don't have time to stop and do this thing.
It's interesting though, because the reporters are going to keep asking.
They're going to keep asking.
They want to know.
They're going to keep asking.
Okay.
But the Secret Service says we don't know nothing. Just leave us alone. We don't know. Okay. We don't know.
Okay.
All right. The next story is our runner.
What is this now?
Okay. You remember Sha'Carri Richardson? The one that had like the yellow hair and all of that stuff. You remember her back in the day? She couldn't run the Olympics because she had marijuana.
Because her grandmother had passed or something.
Her mother passed, and she had marijuana in her system.
Okay.
And
they disqualified her.
I was trying to move that down, but yeah, there you go. And everybody kept giving her grief because of the fact that she was tested, and she kind of had like a little attitude and stuff. Whenever they would talk to her, she would have the attitude like, I'm the best in the world. Oh, see, this why it's not coming on. My phone went out. Okay. My phone keeps overheating for some reason.
That's not good.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to do yours.
A phone that overheats?
Is your thing on? Your hotspot? Here it is. Is this it? This it?
That's you, isn't it?
No, it's not. That's yours.
'Cause I'm not on.
That's yours.
I'm not on.
Oh, turn it on. That's it though. 906. Yeah. But anyway, people kept giving her, leave that on so I can see the password. Turn it back on. And then go back to the password.
How do you go to it?
You had it. It came on. Do it again, Lenore. You had it on. You turned it off.
It's not going back to that page.
Let me have this. But anyway, people kept saying something about her having an attitude. Right?
Because she was disqualified.
She was disqualified, but
she was mad because of the reason why she was taking it, though, right? Because it was just a lot. She was going through a lot.
Leave that on.
And she needed to be on. She needed to take something to calm her nerves and whatever. But I thought she took it like a woman. Yeah. Like an athlete when she was told that she could run.
The problem that she had is that she kept having an attitude.
Oh. Okay.
And so people was like, I don't like her or whatever. And they just wasn't cheering for her like we normally would cheer for somebody.
Okay.
Well, she came back. And it says she pulled off that yellow wig right before she started racing and threw it to the corner.
Okay.
And from there, she was able to
free
run.
herself.
Yeah, she was able to run. Let me see if this
works. Why would
works.
she bring her wig with her to run?
No, she wears it.
I know, but why would she wear it?
That's her iconic.
Pull it out.
That's her iconic wig. So people think she probably pulled it off for how people say there's energy in your hair.
But I'm thinking it has to be a reason for her to do it at that moment.
I think she pulled it off because she wanted to show people. Leave that alone. Because I'm going to need that.
Oh, you still need it?
That's why you was going to close it again.
Oh, I wasn't going to close. I was going to go to the clock.
No.
Go ahead.
She pulled it off because I think she wanted to get good energy before she ran. And she ended up doing good and won.
Because she could have pulled that off, not even well.
I think she wanted everybody to see her pull it off. Like, this is the old me. This is the real. This is me now. This was the old me.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think she did.
But she still won.
And she won. It said Sha'Carri Richardson pulls off her iconic wig before winning the 100-meter race. She's back at competing and is not messing around. The 23-year-old track and field star came flying to the finish line Friday night, claiming the winning title at the U.S. Track and Field Championship in Eugene, Oregon.
Is she going to be faster than those Jamaican girls? We got to see this. Those Jamaican girls cleaned up.
I don't know.
We'll see. I don't know what their time was, but we'll see.
I don't know. Because those girls are ridiculous.
And this
I told you they Usain Bolt in a wig. You might as well keep running against him
too. I don't even know.
All right, so let's go back up before, because it's still not hooked up, but let's see.
It's not. And I'm trying to figure out with all these different races, how is this tying into with the Jamaican girls running?
Scooby-Doo says, Wendy, where's my autograph? Oh, because she's an actress.
Yeah.
Wendy says the app, Hulu, Netflix, which she named that.
That was it.
If they want you to, in the movie bad enough, they'll be sure to get you a SAG card.
Okay.
And, that's true. I didn't even think about that. Some movies, you can't even do it unless you're a SAG actor.
Uh-huh.
So Sonny probably is a SAG actor. Mm-hmm. They gave her a card to be in it.
They did a special appearance of her telling the news.
Wendy says, Kim, we are not seeing your clips. We just hear it. We are not seeing your clips at all. We just hear them. They're not visible. Is that everybody or just Wendy? Is everybody saying you don't see the clip? Or is that just Wendy saying she don't see it, y'all? Let us know if you see us and you hear us, because that means we're not on. Or you just hear us now, but you don't see us. See, this is why. Hold on, y'all. I need to make sure we on. You can keep talking.
I'm trying to understand the different races that are out there, because what the Jamaican girls that ran and won, what race was that in comparison to this race? Because I'm seeing different. Is this like to get to qualify to get into a race that's going to be bigger, like the actual Olympics?
Oh, you don't see the clips. Okay. You see us, but when we played the clips, they didn't see the clips. Oh, so we need to find out what's going on there. Emerald says, I hear and see you. Sharon says, I can see and hear you, but when you play a clip, we are not seeing it.
So they probably
and Emerald says, it's the clips we don't see. Oh. So something's going on. Y'all, we're going to get rid of this Streamlab. That's why I told you, Wendy, I was going to try to learn it.
Is it still recording?
Oh, Layla says she sees both. She sees the clip. That's weird, isn't it?
I don't even know what to say.
Wendy says we can see you, but we don't see the clips. But Layla says she see both. Oh, that's so weird. I don't know what to say, y'all. All right, but that's the end of that story. Now, you brought up the Dwayne Wade. What's going on with him?
Because I heard on the news that he wants a stake in the WNBA Chicago Sky, the women's basketball team.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's a good move for him because he's from Chicago.
Okay.
So what better
He wants to buy it or buy a part of it?
I think be part of it, be a part of the ownership.
It says here he bought it. Dwayne Wade buys stake in WNBA Chicago Sky.
Well, buy stake doesn't necessarily mean he owns it.
It says he recently purchased a minority stake in the Utah Jazz.
Okay.
And Real Salt Lake, too. So he buying up a lot of stuff. Dwayne Wade is the newest minority owner of the Chicago Sky.
Okay.
The former NBA star, Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame class of 2023 inductee, reportedly bought a stake in the WNBA franchise on Friday, according to ESPN's Alexia. The Sky recently sold an approximate 10% stake in the team to a group that included Chicago Cubs co-owner Laura. So the Chicago Cubs owner owns a stake of it too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. A stake means it's a portion of it.
Wade's inclusion is still subject to approval. by the WNBA's Board of Governors. They'll approve it. They'll approve it.
Right.
The exact amount he invested was not disclosed.
Okay.
Wade also, but yet Gabrielle is staying up all night. Remember we was talking about that thing? She's all night trying to figure out how to pay for her mom's house and her grandmother's. Remember?
Their things are separate.
Because they split 50-50. But yet he's buying Sky
WNBA teams,
basketball teams. And she's up all night trying to figure out how to make
her into a home.
Try to make ends meet.
Okay.
You see what I said? That was stupid. Mm-hmm. And I don't have a problem with couples splitting 50-50, but I'm not splitting 50-50 with a man who can buy a WNBA team, and I'm up all night trying to figure out how I'm going to work.
That's the thing.
No.
Why you need to air out your dirty laundry? Nobody needs to know what you guys are
and you know where that
splitting
came
and what you paying
from?
for.
You know where that came from? We never followed up on that story. That came from... I knew it came from something because most women wouldn't do that.
Okay.
They bought a house. They got married or whatever, and he said his house.
Oh,
he
Lord.
Said his house.
But they bought it together.
No, it was his house.
Oh, okay.
He said his house.
Okay.
And she said never again. Because if you get mad, you can throw me out of this house.
Right.
So they went and bought another house and they went 50-50 on it.
Yeah.
So he can't say his house.
Because they bought it together.
So now.
But is that every bill we need to know?
Everything down no, you can't say my gas. It's our gas. You can't say my electric bill. It's our electric bill. Because we go 50-50.
But don't she know that...
She's out of her mind.
Don't she know that you don't even have to have a title like that in order to get it? If it's... Okay, unless it's in your prenup. Unless your prenup actually says she keeps the house, he doesn't. Because even if you splitting it, like what's the couple that's both of them living in the house? The Vanderbilt people.
Yeah.
Both of them are living in the house.
Let me tell you
She can't
something.
go nowhere.
I don't care what he says. If I marry a man that makes over $100 million,
yeah,
he can say his house. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to go outside your house and sit next to the swimming pool. And then I'm going to... Is that your swimming pool, honey?
But
is that your swimming pool?
You got to understand.
Because we have a child together.
This is Gabrielle Union.
That is Gabrielle Union.
Strong head, independent woman.
Oh my God. Okay. And I don't mind you being a strong head, independent woman.
Right.
But don't say you're up all night trying to figure, you can't even sleep at night because you're trying to figure out how to make ends meet. I don't mind you, Beyonce could say that.
Okay.
Beyonce could say, if Jay-Z says my house, Beyonce said, oh, hold on, partner. I'm worth $400 million.
Okay.
Let's get a house together. It's our house.
Yeah.
Your 400 million, my 400 million, it's our house. But Beyonce isn't staying up all night trying to figure out how to make ends meet.
Her mom got robbed, so she's probably like, "Oh my God, I need to make sure my mom's taking care of."
Her mother had $1 million in her safe.
Stolen.
If somebody's mom has $1 million, how much money you think they got?
But I don't know, Gabrielle may not be making as much because she's not doing a lot of movies.
So then why would you go
and now they're on strike.
Why would you go half?
Her husband's still going to be making money.
Dwayne,
he ain't on strike.
And that's why people got upset with her for two reasons. One was because she said she was up all night. She couldn't sleep, trying to make ends meet. With a husband
and
over.
She's up all night. She probably going to be worse now that she's on that strike.
And number two is because of that.
What?
You're not a normal SAG actress. Yeah, they're on strike.
Right, Wendy? She's a SAG actress married to Dwayne Wade.
You're SAG. So guess what Dwayne's going to do? I'm sure Gabrielle's going to say this.
What?
Guess what, Dwayne? What? While we're on strike, you write down what I owe you.
Okay.
And then when I get back to work, I'll pay you back. Oh, he's saying, okay, as he goes out and buys a WNBA team.
Thank you. On the list to buy it. waiting for approval.
Yo, you can't sleep at night because you trying to figure out how to make ends
Well,
meet.
you know, she
and
always-
your husband is buying a WNBA team.
You know, she always puts her foot in her mouth. But
Girl, get out of here.
She's a different SAG member.
There's real
who's
women.
married to a good
There
amount
are
of money.
real women who are up all night trying to figure out how to make ends meet,
Right.
because their husband is he works a bus company, or
Yeah.
he's a 9-to-5 job, or they're laying off or something.
Unless Angela Bassett and her husband got some sidekicks, they both are actors.
And I'm sure they're okay.
Unless he driving a bus on the side.
Thank you.
So I don't know. People just
That irritates me.
and so a lot of people are not going to take a lot of things Gabrielle Union say now
Right.
for.
But I just brought that up because you
serious.
said he was buying a team. He was part of a team.
Yes, he's trying
While
to
his
buy
wife,
Chicago
while his
Sky.
wife is up all night trying to figure out, and here's the thing: she was up all night before the strike.
Strike.
She's probably a basket case
She
now.
can't sleep now. Oh my God.
Can you sleep, Gabrielle, at all?
No, I'm on this strike now.
Oh, Lord.
I'm going to support my family because I have to do my half.
I got to come in 50%
and
when
he does his half.
we got a $10 million home, and I got to pay the mortgage of $20,000 this month.
Right back to her. I'm sure she got a lot of letters.
Girl, bye.
Go ahead.
You know what Dwayne way to do? Guess what I'll do, Gabby, for you? Let's quit with the mortgage. I'll just buy the $10 million mansion, and you can just owe me $5 million. So the first time they get mad, the first time he gets mad, he's still gonna say my house. You owe me $5 million.
Stop with this, because he said my house.
She's ridiculous.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Wendy says we can see you, but we don't see the clips. Wendy says the geek can tell you how to set up everything that you need. Oh, your Geek Squad.
No, they don't know Lab Stream.
She went today to Streamlab. They didn't know. Colleen says, good evening, ladies. Hey. Emerald says that came from her nasty attitude, Gabrielle.
Thank you.
And did she sign a prenup?
The prenups tell what it is, if it's his house or not. Whatever property y'all have, that prenup is really detailed.
And she has a child with him
because
now.
he says it's my house, it's his. He bought it.
But it's no longer his house. She has a child now with him. That's our house.
And the prenup, if it doesn't state once a child comes into the world, me and the child stay in the house that he bought.
Yeah, because the child is still gonna go to the school.
Yeah,
and we don't want to
You're not
uproot
messing
the
up.
child.
Yeah, I don't.
So that's Gabrielle.
Hopefully she'll get out of that single mind.
Somebody
thing.
should ask Gabrielle.
I thought
how
when
she's sleeping out with the sad.
Maybe this was before she went on the Africa trip, because the Africa trip was supposed to free her and get her on take in tune to herself.
Was that recently?
Yeah, because she did I don't know if it's recent, because she did she did an actual documentary of it.
No, her saying this was recent.
Oh, then yeah, the Africa trip didn't help. Then.
And Dwayne went on and he said why she said that. And he said he agree with it. Because people was dogging him out by saying, what kind of man lets his wife
pay half of stuff,
and she can't sleep at night trying to figure out how to pay the bills, and he over $50 million. And he said, everybody leave me alone. That was Gab's idea. He said, and I agree with it. If it makes her feel more comfortable to say, let's go 50-50, he said, I'm not going to disagree with that.
Don't complain about what you're permitting. If this is what you want, then you can't come back and say, you know what, I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out.
I can't sleep.
No, let your husband who make more
figure
it out for you.
Thank you. Ugh. But I just said that you got me bumboiled with that.
I had to bring it up that he buying his team.
All right.
And you went back to the fact that they split 50-50.
Because she can't sleep at night and he's buying a WNBA team.
Oh my God.
I'm sure I'm not the only person that made that connection.
Yeah.
His wife is up all night and she can't sleep and he's going out buying WNBA teams.
You know what? That's what his half.
That's what my half. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Arizona, I don't know what this picture is. Oh, that's Evanston.
That's Evanston. Reparation?
No, I wanted this one. Arizona Republican. Now, did Mama talk about this one?
She said the mega people said.
My mother said, "Are you going to talk about the mega people who call us colored people?" I said, "Ma, it wasn't the mega people.
It was Representative
this
Crane.
Arizona Republican guy."
Okay, he's not that old.
Well, it says Arizona Republican refers to Black Americans as colored people in the House floor debate. Rep. Crane refers to black people as colored people on the House floor. It says that he's from Arizona, black people as colored people Thursday in the floor debate over his proposed amendment to an annual defense policy bill, prompting a stern rebuke from the former chair of the Congressional Black Caucus. Can you hear the black people? What? Hold on for a minute.
Hold on. What color? What color you talking about?
He said, my amendment has nothing to do with whether or not colored people or black people or anybody can serve, he said.
Oh, he's using colored as other people of color.
Exactly.
Not because he says black people separately.
He said not colored people or black people or anybody can serve.
Oh, okay.
Who is in his first term. It has nothing to do with any of that stuff.
Okay.
Lawmakers were debating a series of GOP-backed amendments to the National Defense Authorization Act, which the House aims to pass by the end of this week. Crane said his amendment would prohibit the Defense Department from considering race, gender, religion, political affiliations, or any other ideology concept as the sole basis for recruitment training, education, promotion, and retention. He's an idiot. First of all, why are Republicans so against diversity? What is going on with them? If you are marketing, what's wrong with marketing to a certain group of people? Because we need more women. We need more black people. We need more Latino people.
If they're thinking about it on this side of it, they don't want to call a certain group out because they feel like that could be close to discriminating.
How?
So why can't we just market it and then whoever comes comes? Why do we have to market it as a certain color or gender?
So he doesn't understand marketing in. So he doesn't understand that in the middle of a ball game, I'm not going to show a Mr. Clean ad with some lady mopping the floor. Guys watching the baseball game don't want to see that or whatever. Marketing is marketed towards the group of people that's looking at something.
Maybe he's thinking, and like some other people think, you're marketing to women. I get it. Not to black women, not to white women, not to Asian women. So you all use that broom.
So you don't
use that cleanser.
You don't think marketing markets to certain groups of people.
They don't call them out.
I know. You don't think BET commercials is different than NBC commercials. Because they know black people watching BET.
Because I bet you that's how a lot of conservative people think. They don't want you to pull out black, white, yellow.
To a certain degree, I understand.
And it's like the diversity thing.
I understand.
Let it be diversity marketing, diversity teaching, diversity. They don't want black teaching, Asian teaching. And you get it, but then how far do you go with that?
But yet they don't and then they're hypocrites. Mm-hmm. So then if you don't care, then what was the whole big thing with the Budweiser and having a transgender?
Yeah, transgenders too.
You don't care, remember? Because it does matter.
Well, no, the
product does matter.
Well, then that can still be on the other side.
Like what?
The beer should just be nobody on there. Don't put a white man on there. Don't put a black man on there.
You have to have a bar.
Transgender on there.
You got to have somebody.
Well, if you do, then put a mixed crew. A black man sitting by a white guy and they holding a beer thing.
So then an Asian guy.
Maybe in the middle it'd be a transgender man.
So then the Asian guy is going to go, well, where am I then? You got the black guy in the bar, the white guy in the bar. Where's the Asian guy?
You know what? It's so funny. We were talking about this. I know it's funny because you can get them right now. We were talking about this the other day on our show. I told you, I think in 40 years, maybe less, maybe more, it's not going to be a black, white, yellow, Asian, Indian, whatever society, because kids right now are so blended. It's going to be a blended society, whether we like it or not. People are not going to say what race they are when they're communicating a product. They're not going to say, well, if we're going to do it to the urban people, should we have a black person in there? It may be biracial person. I don't know.
You know what?
That's something to think about.
Now I know why y'all didn't see our footage.
Why?
Because I didn't turn it on.
What do you mean you didn't turn it on?
I just turned it on now. That's why y'all didn't see it.
Turn what on?
Where they can see the footage. They can see the pictures and stuff. But it don't matter. Go ahead.
See? So I didn't know there was an on-off.
Yeah, now it's on. Oh. That was me, y'all. That was my technical. Because when it turned off, and we came back, I didn't turn it back. Yeah, I didn't turn it back on. But anyway, I don't know. I
mean, you can go both ways with this, but now that you read what he was saying, I see why he said colored and black. He didn't say people of color.
He said colored people. He said
colored people, which could be Asian, Hispanic, Indian, and he said black people. So people can debate that.
Well, she said, I find that the woman of the Joyce Betty, who was a member of the Black Caucus, she says, I find it offensive and very inappropriate, said Betty, who was the chair of the Congressional Black Caucus in the previous Congress. I am asking for unanimous consent to take down the words of referring to me or any of my colleagues as colored people. Now, remember, I told you this. And I still say this. And what do you guys think? If you don't like the word colored people, why is we still saying the NAACP?
The National Association
for the Advancement of Colored
People.
Why is it still called? Why is it still called the NAACP?
It's colored.
That's colored people.
And he didn't refer, in my opinion, if that's what he read, what you read, what he said.
Well, no.
He didn't refer black people as colored.
When you hear him say it, it sounds like he's saying black people.
Oh, because he said black people.
No, he said colored and corrected himself. The way he said it, you knew he was saying black people.
He was correcting himself.
Because he said whether it be colored people, black or black
there
people.
We go. Okay.
The way he said it made it sound like black people is colored people to him.
Okay. He's using the old term. Colored fountain, colored back,
but
colored section.
I don't like the term, but my question is,
that's a good question.
If we don't like that term, why is the NAACP still called the NAACP?
We changed names to places. We tear down statues.
Yeah.
We rename bridges.
Yeah.
Why they didn't rename NAACP?
Why is it not called something else?
Take the C out. Because we're people
Why
of
can't
color,
it just be
but not colored people?
Take out the C.
NAAP.
Yeah, just take the C out. The National Association for the Advancement of People.
Or NAAPAC. People of color. POC. NAAPOC. National Association, what is it?
See, that's too much.
People of color.
Oh, I was just say take the C out.
POC, people of color.
It's just, I don't understand.
Because people are using people of color in commercials, and they're showing Asian women, they're showing Indian women.
I don't mind being called color, just don't call me the N-word. That's what I was telling Lenore. Because some people still say colored people.
I know.
Especially if they're old.
Yeah, old people. Because remember, I keep telling that story about my coworker at the time was in his 30s. And he said he dated a colored girl. We were all in the conference room. And I said, what color was she? And everybody laughed. He turned red because he knew what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I was being funny. But I said, what color was she? Was she purple?
See?
Was she green?
See?
He said colored girl.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. I don't know. That's a good question. Why doesn't the NAACP change their name?
That's what I'm saying.
It's not the advancement
If she's
going to
make a big deal about him saying colored people, then I say all across the board, don't allow people to still say the NAACP, and then you have a problem with the word colored people.
How old is he? He doesn't look old enough to even say the word
It
colored.
don't matter, even if he was racist and said it. Don't have NAACP if you want people not to say colored people. Now, you have brought up NWA, and I said that's different because we actually say the word N.
But not as freely as he would on the floor.
No, young people do.
Well, young people's different. I'm saying right there, if he's on the floor.
And I do.
Well, yeah. If you're in a certain area on TV or a show, you still can say NWA, but not what it means.
Right. But I'm saying
they'll bleep you
right.
anyway. So
but even if you say what it means, that's a word people still use.
Yeah.
No one says colored people.
Yeah.
So why is it NAACP then? Has anybody ever asked them that? Why they don't change their word? And if they don't want to change, that's fine. But don't make a big deal if somebody gets up
like this.
Yeah, like he says it, and then you get mad. I would just boo him and then keep on moving. I wouldn't cancel him or nothing.
And the funny thing about it, what if he would have came back and said, "Why is that a problem?"
You say NAACP.
NAACP. The C stands for colored. I thought colored is still okay.
So somebody should ask her that.
You're referencing NAACP.
Yep.
Over how many years has
That's
that
what
been?
I would say.
That's a good point.
Let's see. Wendy says, I see the pictures now. Yeah, because I turned it on.
Wow.
Emerald says, I don't mind being called. Okay, as long as you don't call me the N-word. Okay. Sharon said POC.
As I said, people of color.
Yeah. And when
NAAPOC.
And Wendy says, what kind of geeks don't know how to do that? Are you kidding me? They should have given you an alternative to help instead of not being able to help you.
Oh, because they don't know. A lot of the applications that people be coming in with issues, if they don't, Streamlabs is one app of many.
Okay.
So I don't know. It would have to be a geek person that knows Streamlabs. Okay. That particular one didn't know it.
And Wendy says NAABP. It can't be black people because they help everybody now.
Some people don't like black people.
Yeah, you can't even say black people.
Whoopi doesn't like African American. She don't like African American.
Young people don't like black.
So
they like African American.
Oh well.
See? So that's what I'm saying. Okay. Where do you go with that?
So you over your time, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I always end up, keep going. How reparations pioneer Evanston, Illinois is rolling out payments to black citizens. I mean, we talked about that. Mm-hmm. Evanston made an agreement to do reparations.
Right.
The city started dispersing reparation payments to locals in 2022 in the form of vouchers for housing and has since expanded it to include cash. As talk of reparations ripples through the federal and local governments nationwide, Evanston, Illinois has become the first city in the United States. Did you know that, did you?
Yeah.
To put money in the hands of black residents affected by years of discrimination.
They had specific blacks that were affected, not every black.
I'm excited to see that over 100 municipalities have followed in their inspiration on what's happened in Evanston. We all look forward to seeing more legislation put into law and then into practice and then dispersed. Robin Rue Simmons, the founder and executive director of the First Repair and chairperson of the city's reparations committee, told Yahoo News. Simmons, a former alderwoman in Evanston, has 16% black population, is located 12 miles north of Chicago. I didn't know they was 16%. That's low. Mm-hmm. In bringing reparations, to one of the black communities affected by the aftermath of slavery in the United States. There you go.
And this is the way Sonny has been talking about reparations, and some people go back and forth with that. Don't give a handout, your 40 acres and a mule or whatever they're going to do.
They do it vouchers first for housing.
And they do it, this specific, and this is my opinion, mm-hmm. I'm thinking from what I'm reading, these are families that were specifically affected
by slavery,
where their land was taken.
Yeah.
Now, every black person in America, we don't have that issue. So how are we going to get reparations?
This is ones where people actually showed that their land was taken,
stolen from them,
and that they, when they came in and built homes and bulldozed all these places, they affected these people's families.
And why? Back to your question the other day with the Black Wall Street.
That's why they should get.
Those
that's why
three that are still living. Why can't they get reparations of their property, their business that was burnt down?
Yep. And then not only did they do, now this is where I was saying it's different than just, they gave reparations to just the people who were affected.
Right.
It's also part of the whole black community. That's why they built up. It said the restorative housing program initially funded $10 million that came from a city sales tax. So they're building up those projects and anything that's there. That's why I told you, you may miss some people because everybody can't prove, oh, well, you took my grandfather's land.
Right.
But what you can do is you can pour money into those communities and build up those projects.
Where I'm living, where I'm nearby.
Build up those projects, build up those homes. And in my opinion, demand that they keep them up.
And that's reparations.
That's reparations.
We quickly want a little money in our pocket? Come on now.
Now, the cash ones, I believe, will be for people whose lands was actually...
If they got specific.
They can probably show that.
Okay.
Evanston.
Mm-hmm. I always wanted to move to Evanston. It's very pricey there. Their taxes are high. I had a coworker that had a really nice home there. in Evanston. I think a lot of Jewish people live in Evanston along the lake. So that's why you saw a small percent. We thought it was a little higher, didn't you? Because it's near Skokie, Niles, where a lot of Jewish families live still in that area.
It says, who is eligible? Residents who are receiving reparations are described as ancestors, defined as African American or Black individuals who were at least 18 years old and living in Evanston between 1919 and 1969.
Wow.
Or as descendants of Evanston residents living during that time. During this period, Black residents were victims of housing discrimination as a result of early city zoning laws.
Yep.
So if you can prove that, some people, families been there since 1920 and all of that. So there you go.
Okay. All right.
Good job, Evanston.
First city to do it.
Okay. I'm showing this. This is something else. How did we go to there?
Oh, that's not the picture?
This was it.
Oh, that's when you turned away from it.
Oh, Lord have mercy. And then
Sorry, y'all saw the wrong film. This is something else. This is abortion. You talking about this?
I'll mention it. Iowa Republicans passed a 6-week abortion ban. Now, understand, Iowa did it. Other states are doing it. It is going to be across the country.
6 weeks?
Which is really pretty much saying no abortion. Because some people don't even find out they're pregnant till 6 weeks.
You better look harder and quicker.
So another way of them banning abortion is to do a 6-week thing at these different state levels.
But we still have the states, though, that allow you to have it. Right.
Illinois.
Just in case you missed that 6-week time.
Yeah. So, all right. This one is the wife killed in alleged road rage after her husband flipped off the other driver.
This really made me really be careful with road rage and not do any hint of it.
Don't we always tell Lenore to calm down?
Yeah. I don't do what this person did, but I do.
You do your hands up and all kind of stuff.
Right. Or I fight with my car.
A 37-year-old woman was fatally shot in an apparent road rage incident in Texas on Monday, and now her widower and mother are speaking out to people about the grief. According to a press release from Hearst Police Department, the incident involved a husband and wife, both in a minivan and another vehicle on East Loop 820 in Hearst, Texas. The husband has since identified himself to people as Zane Jones and his late wife as Paula Nunez. The female's husband was on the scene and reported that they were driving their vehicle. The statement said, adding, an occupant of the other vehicle fired several shots at them, striking the female, hit her in the head.
That's sad.
She was rushed to Peter Smith Hospital in Fort Worth, where she died just after 2 a.m. Jones alleged to the outlet, as I was passing that car, another car behind me sped up, going 90 miles an hour, and was like on my bumper. And I flipped him off.
Shouldn't have done that.
Alleging that the driver of the other vehicle slowed down a little bit and shot through the back left window. And it shot his wife in the head. He said, I didn't know that she had been hit in the back of the head. He said she ducked. I thought I ducked too, he said, and get out and stay calm, he's like. And then when I was getting out, that's when he noticed that she had gotten shot in the head. According to the police, the suspect's vehicle is a small, dark-colored, older model car. I guess they haven't found out who it is yet.
They got to do cameras and stuff.
He said his wife was the most, she was the nicest person that you ever want to meet. And she also told him, you can't drive, if somebody gets in front of you or whatever, she said, just let him go or don't, because he would drive with his car, like how you would do, mad or slow down if somebody trying to go, whatever.
Get in front of him.
And he said she would always tell him, don't do that. And she had to be the one to die.
She got shot. That's sad. But that just lets us know even more. So we can't do road rage. People go off and just do crazy stuff.
Yep.
Oh.
So there you go. He lost his wife.
From road rage.
And then last but not least, we always try to do, you can't do a donkey of the day. Because the donkey
already did the donkey.
Yesterday's donkey of the day we had already did, which was Master P and Google getting Master P and
Luther Vandross.
Luther Vandross mixed up, having a picture. When you type in Master P, Luther Vandross' picture came up.
Google need to be shamed.
So that was Charlemagne the God's. That was his donkey of the day yesterday. Today, Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day. We did that story too, which was the guy who assaulted the girls,
the coach of the gymnastics,
the coach of the gymnastics, and he got stabbed up a bunch of times.
Because he wanted the TV to change.
Now apparently we got more history story on this.
Oh, it's not that.
It was he won in Wimbledon, but he was making lewd remarks about the women playing tennis.
You're kidding.
And the man who
prison ain't helping him.
The man who shanked him up, he didn't shank him then. He waited. It bothered him all day. It bothered him. See, that's why you don't want it. Who wants to go to jail with a bunch of crazy people? Because it bothered him all day that this guy was watching Wimbledon and making lewd remarks about women.
Oh no.
And he waited until he was able to go in the man's cell, and he shanked him all over.
So he's in prison for a little longer.
He's there forever anyway, so it doesn't matter.
He's in there for life.
Yeah,
so he don't care.
But
he shanked a few people.
He said
here.
He said he didn't stab him for no reason.
Because of the comments he was making.
Because the guy was making comments about the women in Wimbledon.
And how long has this knucklehead been in prison? You think he would start getting some help?
No.
And not doing that stupid stuff?
I bet you he won't say nothing no more. I bet
quiet.
you the next time he come and watch television, he's going to sit right in the back and shut his mouth.
Real quiet.
They're going to be like, hey, what you think about? I'm not saying nothing.
Not saying nothing. Hear no evil.
I'm not getting shanked again.
Evil. Speak no evil.
And that tells you what the police think about it for him to be in general public like that.
Yeah. Poor guy. Oh, well.
So that's the end of him.
He should have made no comments.
So that was the donkey of the day today.
Okay.
And we always try to do a TikTok, a funny TikTok. So I thought Ricky Smiley's funny.
Okay.
So we can watch. I'm glad everybody can see too what's going on.
Thank you.
Ricky Smiley minute on his TikTok at church. He's showing how white people sing Amazing Grace.
At the church.
At the church.
The black version ain't nothing like that, is it?
Nope.
You got that sister come out the kitchen. You know she got that cooking because it's Women's Day. You know the one with the big titty with the limited legs with the calf muscles. You know she come out there, it'd be different. You know she come out there.
Oh, Lord.
He didn't get the word out.
Smiley is stupid. She fell out, Mom. She couldn't even finish saying it. Now, I played that because guess who else does that?
Who?
Mama.
Oh,
remember Mama would get up. I tell you, God is getting his children together. Everywhere. He's reaching. Oh, Lord, thank you, Jesus. Oh, he's reaching out. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, he's reaching out. Oh, you got to love one another. Am I right, Mom?
Everywhere.
She laughed.
Black man, white man.
And Mama get happy like, what was this? Ma, look. This was you, Ma. Ma, look. What is that?
That's like him.
Hell, he sure got y'all down to a T. Y'all old women.
Oh, he sure fell down.
What about excuse me, Saint?
Excuse me, Saint.
She started on the wrong
She
note.
used to always say, excuse me, Saint.
I tell you, girl.
Excuse me, Saint. Excuse me,
I
Saint.
tell you, girl. It's getting his children.
And the piano guy be like,
Oh, okay, let me go back down.
you got to love one another. Woo, 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 woo. I'd be so embarrassed. And I was young, so I was embarrassed. I'd be in the back, and I'd be in the church like this.
My mom, that's my mom. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Hold on, that's her. So I thought that when I saw that.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you. Ricky smiling.
All right, y'all. Let's see what y'all say as we go out.
That's funny. That's funny.
Sharon says life is too short for people to die in road rage. Heavy heart for them. True.
Yeah.
Sharon says my side is hurting from laughing. Oh, at us doing mama.
Uh-huh.
And Wendy said have a nice weekend, y'all.
Yeah, y'all
and she
all
said
have
bye,
a-
mom.
She said bye.
Woo! 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 You know how some people get happy the same way? Some people get happy the same way.
know.
That was hers. Woo! Remember Pastor Ruff? He would do this.
No.
Yes, he did, didn't he?
I didn't know he did that. My. Y'all who watching, y'all know who that is. Y'all know.
Sing it again.
Oh my God.
Sing it again, Sister May. My.
How did Auntie get happy? How did Auntie get happy?
She
Mom?
watching you. Us talking about her.
How did she get happy?
She didn't get happy like that.
No, she don't.
No. Some people just have, they just
Some
real
people just,
simple.
hallelujah.
But remember, back in the day, it was certain people that got happy a certain way. We would mock them. We would mock
And then some people, and I don't believe it was God,
What?
would tear the whole church up.
when they would shout.
That's not
It'd be
God.
like a domino effect.
I
All the sopranos fall
I
over.
think what that was is frustration.
Laughing too hard.
I think that was frustration. Because some people, you have to hold them.
I say some people it's emotion if you lose somebody.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah, you're
emotion.
frustrated.
And I don't blame them. I
You're
don't.
releasing your frustration.
You releasing your frustration.
Ooh, that's funny.
All right. Emerald
All right,
says,
Ricky smiling.
have a good night,
We
everyone.
haven't seen M. Perk in a while.
Oh, that's right. This Friday, y'all. So we'll see y'all Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We haven't seen,
Where's M. Perk? What's Mike
yeah.
doing? Okay.
And we haven't seen, it's a couple people we haven't
Laughing
seen.
too hard, my chest.
All right, y'all. So don't forget. Let me go back. See, I didn't turn that off. I turned it off last time, and that's why you didn't see the. I hate when that happens. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Emerald says, "Catching the Holy Ghost over here."
My.
Woo! Woo! I said, what was that, Mom? Why did she do that?
She happy. She Holy Spirit.
Woo! Mom, you used to do that.
That's how she got. That's how God was. Holy
She don't do it no more.
Well, she ain't been in the church no more.
So you got to be in church to do that.
No, I mean I haven't seen her do. Mama still does it when she's talking and telling a story. She'll start crying,
but not go woo.
No, she does it differently now because she don't even sneeze the same way. I guess
Oh,
we
you're
do
right.
things
You're
as
right.
we get older.
Sharon says, "Have a great weekend. Love this this session."
Okay.
All right, y'all. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Always believe. And that was another Woods Report. See y'all later.